Hi guys, and welcome to this week's video. We're going to talk to you about hamstring mobility and how we can get you to improve that hamstring mobility and flexibility. You may have seen a few weeks ago we did a video on touching your toes linked to our wellbeing score. So again, if you haven't done the wellbeing score yet, check that out on our website. In there we detail kind of why it's important to touch your toes and a few little tips and tricks. This video is just going to take you through some exercises and drills just to help you improve that mobility a little bit more. So we've got Jack here that's going to demonstrate these for us. So we'll get straight into it. So our first exercise, Jack is going to lie down on the floor for me, on his back. He's going to bring one leg up to 90 degrees, hold the back of his leg, and all he's simply going to do is with his shin, just kick it up to the ceiling. Now you'll find you won't be able to get all the way up to the top, but that's fine. You just go as far as you can. Bring that down and then repeat. Now to make this a little bit easier, a little bit harder, what Jack can do to try and reduce some tension around the hamstrings and around the nerves into the hamstring, he can look up towards his knee. If he's feeling really good and he's feeling, oh, I've got great mobility here, he could do the opposite and he can look away. And you'll find as you raise that leg up, you're just going to feel that tension build in the hamstring. So with this exercise, we want to be doing about 8 to 12 different reps. 3 to 5 sets, taking about 30 to 60 seconds between each set. So we're getting you to come up now, Jack, and we're going to do classic yoga move, the downward facing dog. So Jack's going to get onto all fours, raise his hips up, so he's got his hands in line with his shoulders, and what he's going to do is just sit back, so he's shifting his weight back now over the hamstrings so we can feel that pull across the hamstring. Nice, good stretch here for them. Okay, he's going to hold this for about 20 to 30 seconds, then he's going to come back and repeat that. Okay. So the next exercise we're going to do, Jack's going to stand up for me, then he's going to get down into a squat position and hold his feet or ankles. If you can't get all the way down to touch your toes, just hold around your ankles. And what he's now going to do is he's now going to kick his bum up. So he's almost doing like a bit of a deadlift type movement. Hinging at those hips, again stretching those hamstrings out. If you do a couple of these for me, Jack, and then we'll just get you on the side view. So again, as you raise back up to top, you'll feel that tension build through the hamstrings. So you see he gets nice and low in the squat and pulls up. Like I said, if you can't touch your toes, that's absolutely fine. Jack, if you could just hold your ankles for this next one. Again, just go down and then coming up. It's really important as well that you've got your arms on the inside of your legs, you don't want them on the outside, otherwise you'll find it really uncomfortable. Okay. Next one is a classic, it's going to be the inchworm. So what you're going to do, feet a little bit wider than hip width apart, arms above your head, swing them down, and you're going to inch these across the floor, and then bring your arms back to the center and back like that. Okay. To make it a little bit harder, a bit more fun, you can add a bit of a press up in there as well. This obviously isn't going to do anything for your hamstrings, it's just an added extra for you. Now the fifth one isn't actually a hamstring mobility exercise at all, it's actually one for the groin. And the reason why we're doing that is the groin acts as a hamstring, an extra hamstring muscle. It assists in all of its movements, so we often forget about it, but we're going to do a little bit of mobility for this one as well. So what Jack's going to do is get on the floor. He's going to straighten one leg out to the side, and then all he's going to do is sit back onto his heel and then back up to the top. And if we just get you just to angle just a little bit, Jack, so we can see what you're doing. So Jack will be feeling the stretch on his left leg here, the leg that's nice and straight, and he's just hinging back here. Now, if you've got some weights and things at home, what you can do is you can grab a kettlebell, and you can hold this in front of you in like a little goblet position, and this just helps you just to sink into that movement a little bit more. Again, as this is an exercise that's done for reps, you want to be looking about 8 to 12, 3 to 5 sets or so. Okay, so all these exercises, these are mobility exercises. They'll look to improve mobility quite quickly and instantly. But if you want to make that lasting change, as we discussed in our toe touching video, we're going to look about eccentric exercises. So in a future video, we'll take you through some eccentric exercises for the hamstring to help improve that muscle then. But for now, thank you for watching and we'll see you next time.